Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. Now we have El Fakador here on the WrestleTalk team. We're not just being protected against getting infiltrated by fake Luke Owen again, he's also really taking care of the team's nutrition. So for breakfast every morning, El Fakador brings us the delicious immune-boosting Japanese dish of fugu. Immune-boosting, El Fakador tells me, because of the naturally occurring poison tetrodotoxin in some of its organs. Thankfully, El Fakador removes those. He's so trustworthy. He's so trustworthy. But enough about our morning chowdowns. What about the eater of restaurants, Braun Strowman's breakfast?
For you, what is a typical breakfast for the monster among men?
Oh man, it just depends. A lot of the times where I'm at and what's going on, but I'm a big eater. Let's say usually my normal, if I went to Waffle House per se, I'd probably order 10 eggs, but only like 4 yolks, 2 grilled chicken breasts, a double order of hash browns smothered, covered in chunked, orange juice, and a coffee. That'll get me started.
I'm not paying that catering bill.
It takes a lot to run a 6'8" and 385-pound frame, so I'm investing in myself.
Maybe try adding some super safe and nutritious fugu to your... Oh, God. To your diet, Braun, and you could take yourself to the next Universal Championship winning level. It's previously been reported that Brock Lesnar's next Universal title defense will take place at SummerSlam, marking an impressive 133 days from his last WWE match. And thankfully, for the good of the Raw brand, Sports Illustrated claim he's expected to drop his championship to then likely have one last run in the UFC. The latest Wrestling Observer newsletter supports this writing. The working idea is that Lesnar returns for SummerSlam and Roman Reigns, as of right now, is the opponent. Dave Meltzer cites that the commentary on this week's Raw as pushing that Reigns deserves a title shot because of what happened at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Interestingly, however, unlike the Brock vs. Roman WrestleMania 33 match that had been in place for over a year, their SummerSlam rematch is not 100% confirmed. Meltzer goes on to say that Vince McMahon can change his mind at any time, and there's a lot of ways this can go, name-dropping both Strowman and Seth Rollins as potential replacements for Roman in the SummerSlam match. Someone it most certainly won't be, however, is CM Punk. Following his legal victory over WWE Dr. Chris Amann earlier this week, Punk told WrestleZone that he wouldn't be all in. CM Punk All In return confirmed! So MMA Fighting asked if anyone else has tried to get Punk to make a wrestling comeback. Nobody has ever asked me, like straight up asked me to come wrestle for them. Nobody's ever been like, hey, here's the deal. We're having a show, we're gonna pay you X amount, you're working this guy. What do you say? Yes or no? Nobody's ever done that. Everybody's always been like, hey, if you want to ever maybe do something. And to me, that's absolutely not an offer. But would Punk return to wrestling if someone actually did make him an offer? I don't think so, but it's a hard question to answer. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no. Something might come up. Some fun might be had. CM Punk wrestling return confirmed. Actually, you might want to hold off on blowing that Punk load because he's now clarified those comments to Aaron Bronsteter.
I said a bunch of stuff about wrestling, about how I'd never gotten like a true offer. This does not mean I want to wrestle. I'm done with professional wrestling. It doesn't matter what I say. I've said no and no so many times that people just always kind of be like, oh, so there's a chance. And people always come and go, and they come back, and they leave, and they come back. This is where I live now. This is my headspace.
CM Punk return confirmed. What are the 11 most shocking revelations from CM Punk's trial? Click the video on screen now to find out, and press subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest backstage professional wrestling news. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.